or maybe 3 people. So we get excited. 3 people is there.
We'll look it up. We'll make it 5.
You'll make it
We'll
more.
make it 5.
I always discourage, but no, it is their enthusiasm. So still 0. Okay. Okay. So this is the book.
Tomorrow.
Eh?
Tomorrow we could watch it.
What tomorrow? we
Yeah,
can watch,
we have a lot of hits on it.
Yeah. So this is the Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. They are the 2 disciples of Sri Chaitanya. So Rupa Goswami, he has composed these few verses which actually talks about the how to be a devotee. And he being a big example of devotion and spirituality, so his words are so profound. So we are reading, is everywhere there is so much need to know. It is, of course, some dogmatic explanations may be found in the book. That is not our point. Point is that we can think it in a Vedantic perspective. So we have read the 5, last verse was the 4th verse. How association of the no devotees can nourish the devotion. Page 35. What book you are opening? Hi Bhagavan. This is evening book.
Am I on the right book?
Not at all.
No wonder.
You are in the book of evening, night time, Vedanta, high Vedanta. And this is high devotion.
Away for 3 months. So
Yeah, this is high devotion. It is high devotion, it is high Vedanta. But of course, ultimately it is the same. So we are in the page 31 where we find that association that nourishes bhakti. So they have given the idea that Rupa Goswami says that you should have to grow in devotion. You will have to dadati pratigrinhati, offering pure devotees these objects that are in accordance with the requirements of devotion to exchange. You give that and you also receive that type of experience. Gujyam akhayati. Whatever you have your spiritual experience, a devotee experiences love for God and his own or her own feelings and emotions, he can share with another who is a devotee, who can appreciate that, who can reciprocate that. So that is also another practice should be made. Prachati, inquiring the devotees about their personal realizations, and eating prasad, which whatever, and giving prasad to others, because prasad always makes pure. So offering pure devotees items according to their requirements, give some devotee whatever you want to give, which is more important for his purpose to fulfill. Accepting prasad or remnant items given by pure devotees. Third point, revealing to devotees one confidential realization concerning your bhajan practice or your, and inquiring from them about their confidential realization. How are you feeling? No? Bhakti school is a emotional path of emotional practice to divert that into towards God. As a result, you diverse experience, diverse visions, diverse horripilation, tears, higher emotions. They happen when one is sincerely following the path of devotion. So to exchange those ideas to the proper people, a devotee exchanging with devotee, those are the process. And eating with great love, and the bhakta says the prasad. That means whatever you take, that offering of God, to accept that and to uh, give it, accept devotedly, which is offered to God, anything offered to God, and giving others the same return, prasad, feeding them prasad. These are the 6 symptoms of love, of association with the devotees. So also it says, In spiritual life, before we also read in the verse number 3, 6 vows favorable for bhakti. What are the vows? One is you should have enthusiasm. In spiritual devotion, you should have utsaho. Utsaho means excitement. That means not excitement. You should be very enthusiastic in spiritual practice. Don't get depressed. Practicing someday, I'm not having this vision, that vision. And don't get depressed. Keep your enthusiasm high up always. Enthusiasm. তারপরে নিশ্চয়, firm faith. Believe that Shastras, the scriptures have said, your Guru has said, the holy people have lived. So have Nishchaya, means firmness of the understanding of the Guru's words, Shastra's words. Dhairya, and have fortitude, have patience. Within, uh, don't feel that Ram Krishna, Sri Ramakrishna used to sing that song. Don't think that the ocean is bereft of jewels and mm, uh, pearls and jewels if you don't get them in one deep. Huh? Dive deep, dive deep, dive deep, you will get it. No? So you should have enthusiasm, you should have patience, dhajya. Tat tat karma pravartanam. Follow that type of activities which help you to promote your heart moves towards more and more devotion to God, which will be enthusiasm should bring you to do such activities which will increase your devotion day by day. So activities, don't do that activities which take you away from God. To take away from your God, that practice of love. That means don't associate people who takes away your devotional feelings. Don't go to the places who criticizes your devotional practice. These are all for your own protection. So that's why it says tat tat karma pravartanam. You should have to engage yourself and follow those types of activities. And sangat tyagat. Try to get away, not to hate anyone, but sangat tyagat, association. Tyago means giving up. Giving up the association of those type of people who will really diminish your devotion or who will create such a mood in you that you feel okay, bhakti path is not good. What am I doing? Huh? So this type of feeling. So association is very important. Holy association gives us the impression of holiness and love and more and more enthusiasm. You may have seen someone, some good sadhu. If you have seen once, your whole life it will carry on, giving you some invisible impact, which will push you go towards God. And if you have bad association, you have generated your spirituality with so much, and in one drop, that can be spoiled. So very careful. No, they are said that in a whole bucket of milk, you just put one drop of what is called
Acid.
Urine.
Urine.
Uric acid or something. Anyhow, and then you see one drop, they spoil the whole milk. Ramakrishna used to say, I like the young boys. Why? They are like the unused pots where you can put your milk safely. It will not get destroyed. So that's why association, we always feel when we go to a holy association, our mind gets lifted. No? Similarly, if we go to such association where my mind feels worldly minded most, so to avoid those things, Sangat Tyagat, that's another point. And Sato Vritti, adopting the good behavior and character. It is very likely to adopt the negative sides of life or negative criticism, negative thing. People find great joy, gossip. But Bhakta should not have spent such time with such type of thought. It destroys the inner peace and tranquility. So see, they should be avoiding sato vritti. Your vritti, your nature, your adaptation should be such which is good, noble. So uh, everywhere there is good and bad, but we should have to have the skill to adopt the good side, the pure side of it. So adopting the good behavior and character of devotees who are actually pure devotees. That's why we read the lives of the saints in our religion. That they are very inspiring. Try to follow their way of living, not our way of living. We want to transform ourselves by following their way. That's why it is called imitation. That's why the book is there, Imitation of Christ. You imitate. Whom will you imitate? Who you think more, you imitate that person. The young boys and girls imitate some of the actors and actresses. They speak like that, they behave like that, they dance like that, they talk like that. No. So what you imitate, you take it in your mind, and that creates an impression. So imitate holy people. Imitate this the sant life of the saints, the Rupa Goswami's life. What a austere, tremendously dedicated life for God. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, in the Bhakti school, Sri Chaitanya himself read Ramakrishna, his disciple stories, or the Vaishnava saints, and go to the Sufi saints, mystic saints of other religion. So wherever you find, it is a really, really a great boon that there are so much examples we can follow. So follow their path, not my path. Sato Vritti. And these are the six types of practice, six types of bhakti. Hey, you are tall enough to block four people. So you can come here. You come here. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Everything is done. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bah. That's it. Ah, see? Okay. Now, today we are on the verse number 5. And the verse number 5 on page 35. Page, your book will be not 35, it will be something else. 53. Your book is 53. What it says? Service rendered by an intermediate devotee to the three kinds of Vaishnava. So it says, can you read that? 35? We have that book, you can read that. Krishneti Yasya Giri Tvam Krishneti Yasya Giri Tvam Manashadriyeta Manashadriyeta Dikshasti Chet Baba. What is it? Diksha or Sanskrit is easy for me. Let me find out the Sanskrit. Okay. Krishneti yasya giri tang Krishneti yasya giri tang manashadriyeta manashadriyeta dikshasti chit pranatibhischa dikshasti chet pranatibhischa bhajantam isham bhajantam isham shushrushoya bhajan vigyam vishrushoya bhajan avigyam annan anindadi annam anindadi shunna hridayam ipsita shunya hridayam ipsita shangalabdhva sangalabdhva. What does it mean? Krishna iti yasya giri. Point one. One point is that the Krishna, the holy name of the Lord Krishna, iti, that Jasya, whose giri, the words or speech. So the person, one should mentally honor a devotee. When you see that someone devotee, who is mentally repeating the name of the Lord. Instead of repeating other worldly talk, actually our major energy goes in worldly talks. Whole day, if we see how much useful talk we have expressed ourselves in talking, engaged ourselves, and how much useless thing we speak. That's why it is very important that we need not have to, we'll have to honor that person. We'll have to honor that person who is mentally repeating the name of the Lord. That's why the first part, one should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna. One should offer humble obeisance to the devotee who has undergone spiritual initiation, diksha. That means who have committed himself or herself that I shall try to practice. You should respect that. It is a question of very important in Bhakti Shastra, Bhakti school. You respect somebody, it does not mean that that person is great. It is that person who respects, he is great. Why? You are imbibing these noble qualities. You are appreciating those noble qualities. That's why you are bowing down or you are honoring that person. So therefore, it is very important that Manosha Indriyeta Dikshasti. That person, it is verse number 5, text 5, text number 5. So you should those who have taken initiation means those who are really committed by Guru with the Guru's instruction, they have committed themselves, learn the process of thinking about God, and they are practicing. We should honor them because they are much better than other people who have no direction. They spend their time uselessly. Rather, they have the inclination and interest and they gone that far to be initiated into the name of the Lord. So here it says, but according to Rupa Goswami's idea, first point that you should respect such person who is repeating the name of the Lord. Now you can think yourself, compare yourself. What am I doing? And what he is doing? I'm thinking of mundane thoughts and he is repeating the holy name of the Lord. The power of the name is tremendous. Ramakrishna said, power of the name is much powerful than the person itself. You know that story, Vibhishana was very much devoted to Rama. And then one person wanted to come from Ceylon to India, crossing the ocean. এসো এখানে বসতে পারো, একটা চেয়ার আছে, এসো ঘুরিয়ে নাও, আরে বসো না, ঘুরিয়ে নাও, turn it, someone can sit. Yeah, that's it. The chair is chair. So that devotee was coming to this crossing the ocean. The Vibhishana said, what to, don't fear. I will give you something and you can walk over the ocean. And he was a Brahmin, he was coming. And Vibhishana tied something at the end of the cloth of that Brahmin who wanted to cross the ocean. And the Brahmin was walking very easily. It is Ramakrishna's story. He was walking over the water very easily. And suddenly doubt came in his mind. What nonsense this? What he has given me? It is not anything. It was simple something I saw that he tied with my cloth. What is that? So he brought out that and untied that and saw only it is written 2 words, Rama. And he said, what? Is it of any meaning? And throw away. And as he threw away, he sank. So the point is that Rama had to make a bridge to walk over the ocean. But Rama's name only has such power that you don't need to make any bridge or anything. By the power of his name, you can walk over the ocean. Meaning, you can cross the ocean of life. The troubles and miseries that will be there in life, You can easily transcend that. So the power of name is very important. So the mantra has the power. So it says one should offer humble obeisance that the man is doing, repeating the Lord's name. Mantra, he's regenerating the power of the mantra. Mantra Shakti. Suppose you know Mantra Shakti, what is? Give you an example. Suppose you so many seeds, no? Seeds of any fruits or anything, you keep it there.
Mm.
It is ungerminated and it is still there, no? But that simple one, so small seed, which is ignoble, it is not anything to look at. But if you put into the ground and put take proper care of it, this person is repeating the more mantra, means he or she is nurturing that bija,
Mm.
that shakti, bija shakti, the seed, and nurturing. And as a result, what will happen? If you nurture a seed, you see, next day you see little sprout coming. Eh? And if you give little fertilizer and all food and sun and take out the weeds, what will happen? It will grow quickly. You see the plant coming out, and then a trunk will be there. And one time it will be like our a bow tree, which is here so big. It comes out of a seed, small seed. So mantra is like a small seed. And who is nurturing with love and care 24 hours? What a great soul is that person. We should respect him.
Mm.
Because we are wasting our energy. Bhagavat says, if your tongue does not repeat the name of God, it is a tongue of a frog. Frog's tongue is also there. And frog what does? It makes noise to disturb your sleep all night, no? And it's not a pleasing noise. It's a rough and rude noise, no? So similarly, the tongue which does not speak about God, the tongue which does not utter the mantra, that tongue is like frog's tongue. That is the statement of the Bhagavat. Srimad Bhagavat says. So you should respect that and imitate them. We should that is why it is called. That story also there. There is one. Uh, what is the saint's name? I forgot. Some Vaishnava sadhu. He was doing meditation and very much engaged into devotion, and as a result, so many devotees, known unknown places, they all tried to gather around that holy man. And he was so humble, but he was doing all these practices day and night. And the landlord or somebody who was very jealous and who thought that we should have to do something against him. So to put a blame and do something. So they appointed one ill-famed lady to go and seduce him. And then what happened? He said he is doing the job.
Uh-huh.
So when she knocked the door, uh, and the door was open, and she was well dressed and this and that, and came inside the room, and she said, she's telling the beads, no, is going on the beads, and she wanted to say something. She said, let me finish my rosary, then I'll talk to you. And then continued 1 hour, 2 hours, and it goes on hour and hour. Midnight crossed. She's getting restless, and she says, "Wait, let me finish my job. Let me finish my job." So went on and on and on, and the morning came, and then she got tired and she went back. And the landlord scolded her. You are I send you with so much expectation, and you worthless. Go again. So again, another day he tried. But the sadhu is doing the same thing. Continuous. Wait till I finish, till I finish. And the third day also it happened like that. And third day, she fell at the feet of the sadhu and said, please help me. Prompted by this landlord, I came like that. I do not know the holiness and I am transformed now. So give me mantra. And actually she then understood the landlord is trying to drive him out. So she said, you stay here in this cottage and I am going away. So you repeat the mantra, this mantra. So give the mantra, and as she became a great saint.
Huh.
So the question is that mantra has tremendous power, and that person who is committed to that mantra, who is nurturing that mantra, you should appreciate that. As a devotee, you should honor that. So that is the first point. Second point, one should be humble obeisance to the devotee who has undergone some spiritual initiation and is engaged in worshipping the deity. After that's why even in a dualistic religion, we also do that. For offering anything to the Lord, or cooking, etc. We have little. We are very liberal, but here, Swami Prabhupada Swami's time onward now is also is going on. If you are to keep some cooked food, should be initiated. Some people really get mad. And really, you should not say like that. She has great devotee, maybe some person. But someone says, no, you cannot touch this, you cannot do that. That's very bad. But the point is that if one has taken the initiation, means yes, he or she has got so much intention of leading that life that he has gone one step forward to take the mantra and then trying to follow that mantra to repeat in their life. So the next point is that Diksha Stichit. So one should offer humble ovation to that person who has undergone spiritual initiation and who is engaged in worshipping the deity. Because of that initiation, in Hindu culture, I do not know, I don't understand that much. They say, oh, unless you take initiation, your body does not become pure. There is a statement in the proverb, you can say. That means you cannot do any auspicious work. That is the idea. That means, actually, when you get initiation, then grace of God specially comes and we get a direction of life. We know how to get out of these problems of sufferings and miseries of life. So, and then one person who is engaged in the practice or worshipping of the deity. And one should associate with the faithfully, one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service. No? These are all show of your love and respect and esteem for something. Unless you love and respect that idea, how can you imitate that? First of all, you have to think. That's why Shraddha, the term Shraddha is used in spiritual journey. Shraddha or faith and trust is very, very important point in spiritual life. So that's why it is said that in the Upanishad, you see Katha Upanishad, when the Ye came, Nachiketa was going to the house of the Yama. Upanishad said, Shraddha Avivesha, as if Shraddha overpowered the boy Nachiketa. That means, what Shraddha? His father was sending him, go one step inside. Shraddha, what is Shraddha? Shraddha is not only faith, as I have discussed many times. What is Shraddha? Shraddha means, some say translate as faith. It is not only faith. Christianity stands on faith. Faith. Not only faith and also respect. Two things are separate. You might have faith that when you go to the barber and he has a scissor or he has a what you call razor, you believe that he is not going to cut your throat. You have faith. That much faith you have. But you don't have respect like you go to your guru or you go to a temple, you touch his feet and humble and fall down at the feet. No? We believe in our, say, teachers. In Indian style or anywhere, You love your teachers, but we don't follow their words. So one side is lacking, faith and trust.
Mm.
So two things should be simultaneously working. Then it's Shraddha. Huh? If the teacher is respected, but we have not much trust in their words. The scriptures, we are reading the scripture, but we read with faith, but we don't practice. Yeah, maybe they are saying that, but whether it is true, who knows what will happen? Vedanta says, I am Atman. We read it very devotedly. We read the Upanishad again and again. But when it comes to the point, I am that, huh? I am that? Oh, that is it's impossible. So we have one side, we may have faith, but we have no trust. Or someone have trust, but no faith. Devotion. Both should be there. Trust, faith, and devotion. So this is called the Shraddha. So this Shraddha is very important. When Shraddha comes, you adore that, you imitate that, and you get imbued into their spiritual ideal and that spirit. So so one should then associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee. Two things. Not only you have to associate with that person, but faithfully serve. That's the Hindu tradition. Because in early days, every science, spiritual science, was restricted among the holy people. They used to hold that. No book was there available. Now we are having books. Online you can read, even you don't have to. But in those days, everything is in the mind of the teacher. And then that's why they used to come to a teacher with due respect. And teacher can tell you whatever. You have to obey that. No? Teacher said that, okay, you go. Now take my cows and graze it. Come when they become 1,000. Are when the cows will be 1,000 and then I will get my mantra then. No, go. Guru said, because all vidya, all knowledge is in the Guru's hand. So you should have tremendous faith in Guru. Whatever he says, you do that. And that will benefit you with faith and respect. So it is said, devotee will faithfully serve also. Why he will give you his spiritual treasure to you? So to draw his attention, you should serve him. That's why, or when you chant the Guru mantra, so much we praise about Guru. And Guru is this, Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is this, Guru. That means it is not that Guru is glorified, but your devotion is glorifying. And your respect and love will make you great. If you can think of, in a stone, you can think it is Narayana. In a stone, you say it is Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Why not in a spiritual person? You see that. So this person, you should have to listen to them with love and Shraddha, faith, and also that pure devotee should serve him. And that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service. So suppose see someone who is understanding way doing the service to God and the teacher. Here, and I will explain again the teacher's seva in our tradition, Vedanta tradition. So don't think that you still have to go to your guru and always massage his feet and do all these things. But our explanation is that who will be there serving guru most? Who? Not that who always remains with him or does some physical service. Not he who obeys the Guru's instruction. He who follows the instruction, what Guru has given the mantra, how to meditate, how to practice, how to live that life, that is called Guru Seva, according to our Vedanta tradition. But Vaishnava tradition will be little more personal. That's why many of you are from, some of you know Bengal, and you go to the Bengali community, Guru will come. My God, they will put him, I feel sometimes troubled. Some people will try to put my leg into somewhere and put water and clean. I mean, my God, I have no dust. Please help me. But they will not leave. It's a fight. Once I did that, Mom, I ran away.
No.
But that tradition has come because Guru Seva, meaning you serve Guru. Serve Guru means they think that only physical service. I'm okay, maybe that is it. You can do for some other Guru. But our traditional Guru, they don't allow those things. They say, do you follow the instruction? Do you meditate the way you got instructed? Are you practicing that? That is called Guru Seva. Huh? And that Guru, if Guru is a Guru, who will be happy? Guru will not be happy that just you are praising, but you don't follow the instruction. Guru will be happy to see that my initiated child is growing spiritually. His or her face is beaming with joy. That is the pride of a Guru. No, if a real teacher will be there, real teacher will not care for your money, wealth, prosperity, name, fame, power. Who cares all these things? Guru's grace is God's grace that comes to us just to help us to unveil the potential spirituality which is us. So if one devotee follows sincerely the instruction given by Guru and really struggling hard, Guru becomes more pleased with that person rather than who does not do anything and make it and roams around and rubs his feet. I don't think that will be very good. Yeah. But Vaishnava tradition is that yes, because you got yes, so you should have to do the Guru Seva. So devotee here is or even not Guru, who is find a very pure person, pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service. You find such a person who is engaged in a devotional practice, not deviated from that practice. Huh? And whose heart is completely devoid of propensity to criticize others. This is very difficult. No propensity to criticize others. That is the sign of a bhakta. I am a bhakta. I am a jnani. I am doing an analysis. In the name of analysis, criticizing everyone. Criticize first here. The same points you are criticizing with others, why not criticize here? Holy Mother said, no. Holy Mother said, people make their mind first polluted. And then with that polluted mind, they criticize. No. If I have it's a child has no malice in the mind, so child never criticizes anyone. But we do, because we are adult, I have my mind, I have my understanding. So ego has come up. So that's why I do. And I can criticize, I can appreciate. But we choose to criticize others. She is bad, he is bad, I am the only guy. This, that. Everything is bad. And I am the only holier than thou. So this is the Bhakta should avoid that idea. Rather, Bhakta say, I am nothing. Lord, you are everything. Amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahuri. In the Sri Chaitanya's 8 verses, this says, Amanina manada. He gives man, means samman, to Amani, who has nothing. He honors that person. If somebody is very educated, highly educated, so many qualities, everyone can appreciate that. But who can appreciate who has nothing so much important? That's Holy Mother. Huh? Holy Mother appreciates anyone who has little something good. She said that I remember everyone. If anyone does anything for me, this much I remember whole life. With that. And what we do? You do 99 good to me. Only one time you do something, I will remember that. And whole life I will remember that. Yeah. So this is our characteristic. Bhakta should be just opposite. Bhakta should be said, I am nothing. Rather, I have so much. How can I see faults in others? Holy Mother said, no, Don't find fault with others, my child. Try to see your own fault. huh? So that is the point. Well, this Bhakta, see, Rupa Goswami is guiding us, no? That you don't criticize anyone, and the whose heart is completely devoid of propensity, not criticize. Criticism is a work done. I am criticizing. They are going to the much finer level. Propensity to criticize. The inner feeling will not arise. Your mind will not guide you anytime to think and to criticize anyone. Huh? And that does not mean that whole world is pure. But by criticizing, I take the negativity of others. And I am seeing the negative side of it. I could have seen the positive side of it. Holy Mother, that story, somebody was married, one girl is married to the village, and that girl was in Calcutta probably. They have a clock, and she knew how to wind the clock. And mother is appreciating too with everyone, saying, "Oh, do you know this girl? What a talented girl! She knows how to wind the clock." To see what is that means her eyes are so great that little something which everyone will ignore, she will keep an eye. Someone has cleaned the room. We have vacuum cleaner, but in India we have broomstick. And as many of the people do, when it is needed, you do and throw away somewhere. And mother comes away. Is this the way you have to do? You have to keep it. It has its own honor. The broomstick has its own honor. So you have to keep in a particular way, in a particular place. See?
So those sadhus were cutting vegetables in Belur and mother saw.
Yeah, Baburam Maharaj was taking some Holy Mother to show the Belur Math. And see, simple thing. Though Swami Jagadananda, who is the translator of the great master, the earlier translation, new translation is Swami Chetanananda, Ramakrishna's life, translated now the divine play. But previously, it was that version was Jagadananda. He was one of the top Vedanta teacher in our tradition. He was a brahmachari that time. And as you know, Belur Math has no money and nothing to keep anyone. So they had to do every item of work. So that time they're dressing the vegetables. And Belur Math training is that not like American dressing. When you dress, 50% of the skin and flesh is gone. Hey, you will not be allowed to do that in Belur Math. You have to do only the skin. Now you have an excuse. Oh, it is better to get out of the place because it is some spray is there. No spray or question. You have to only take the skin only. And they are doing perfectly engaged. And Baburam Maharaj is saying, the Ma, see, these boys are, this is for the puja, it is needed. And Ma appreciated, wow, these boys can chop the vegetables and dress the vegetables so nicely. Even that is appreciated. And that intelligent brahmachari responded, every action is done to please the Divine Mother. But if Mother Jagadamba is the mother of the universe, if to please her is the goal of life, by cutting the vegetables, if I can please her, that's enough. Or someone can meditate and get her. Someone can do whole life Vedanta analysis. But anyway, to please the Divine Mother is the goal of life. Mother opens the door, no? Mother opens the door. Ramakrishna saw, isn't it? Remember, Ramakrishna saw in that Benares, in the boat, he saw that Mother Annapurna is untying the knot of the departed soul, and Lord Shiva came and giving the mantra, and the soul is getting released. The first work is Mother's work. Mother must have to untie the knots of ignorance. So Jagadananda Swami said, To get the grace of Divine Mother is the goal of life. But if Mother is pleased with our vegetable dressing, bas, our purpose is done. And see the mother's aspect. Mother is appreciating that. No, a very minor thing, very ignoble thing. So that is the service, devotional service, whose heart is completely devoid of propensity to criticize others. Okay, so we can. Oh, here is long analysis explanation. Okay, let me read quickly. In the page number 35, one should respect within the mind that person in whose speech thus appears one's name of Krishna. One should offer respect. It is the word by word meaning. Let us go to the translation on page 36. One who chants Krishna's nama just once by calling out, "O Krishna," is a neophyte devotee. What is that neophyte? Kanishtha adhikari. Yeah. Mane youngest.
No, lowest.
Very beginner.
Beginner. Acha. So what it says, that one who chants Krishna Nam just once by calling out in whole life, "Oh Krishna," is a devotee of a first grade or lower, just starting. One should consider him to be his family member. One should consider him to be his family member and silently respect him. One who fully understands the principle of initiation or diksha, has accepted the initiation from a qualified guru, and performs the bhajan of Bhagavan in accordance to the Vaishnava conventions, is an intermediate devotee, Madhyamadhikari. Kanishta adhikari, Kanishta nahi. Kanishta, youngest. Then Madhyama, middle. Middle is anyone who says, "Oh Lord, oh Krishna." Now we'll say, "Oh Ramakrishna," it's okay. You should not have to say, "Oh Krishna" only. You can say, "Oh Ma Kali," that's also okay. One who says with devotion, "Oh Krishna, oh Lord," he is the Kanishta, just beginner in the spiritual devotional practice. Who is got the initiation and practicing, he is the Madhyama, middle or intermediate devotee, one step up. One should respect such a devotee who is endowed with the correct understanding of the reality and illusion by the offering pranama unto him, and the illusion, reality and the illusion, by offering pranama unto him and so forth. That means he offers his respect to that person who is already initiated, who is practicing more the name of the Lord. Not once, but more. One who is conversant with the science of bhajana, as described in the Bhagavat and other Vaishnava scriptures, and who performs exclusive bhajana of Sri Krishna, is a Mahabhagavata devotee. Is a great devotee who, following the path of these scriptures, repeats the name continuously and fills his heart with joy and bliss. Due to his undeviating absorption in Krishna, the pure heart of such a devotee is free from the faults such as the tendency to criticize. You take the name of the Lord, Ramakrishna also said, no, in this Kali Yuga, in this Iron Age, God's name is only enough to purify the heart. So it has a silent effect. You are repeating the name of mantra, repeating the name of God given by your Guru. That is unconsciously cleaning the impurities of the heart. Due to his undeviating absorption in the Krishna, what happens? The pure heart of such a devotee is becoming free from faults. What the faults? Such tendency to criticize others. Even the tendency to cannot stay together. These two things cannot go together. So we should be very careful when we just utter these types of expression. Oh, I am criticizing. No, 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 I am only seeing wrong. I am not from internal. No, you are creating trouble for yourself by criticizing others. And it does not mean that you see anything wrong. You should have to imbibe that in your life. But it is not, let my hands be off. What is my business there? This is their business. So that type of strength, it comes because of Krishna's name is so pure, Bhagavan's name of the Lord is so pure. If you take it unconsciously, it purifies the heart. And the pure heart of such a devotee is free from faults, such as tendency to criticize others. He is expert in bhajana, meaning that he mentally renders service. Manasa seva. Physical seva is your bringing fruits, flowers, candles, waving incense, taking shower and this and that. In the physical way, what we do. Manasa seva, you are doing manasa seva, mental service to God. What? Repeating the mantra is your manasa seva. See how much emphasis has been given in Nama Japa. And this is Guru Seva. And this is God's, it is to move towards God comfortably, without much effort. Unconsciously, it will cleanse the heart. So, meaning that he mentally renders service, that is the Manasa Seva, to Radha and Krishna pastimes that take place during the 8 segments of the day. Ashtakaliya Lila. Ashtakaliya Lila. Who? They will take care. Knowing him to be the topmost devotee, whose heart is established in the particular mood of service to Sri Radha and Krishna, for which one aspires, and who is also affectionately disposed towards oneself, one should honor him by offering dandavat pranama. Dandavat pranama means like a danda. Danda means stick. You fall like a stick. Before. We call it sastanga pranama. Sastanga pranama means with 6 limbs. 8 limbs. Ashtanga. Sa ashtanga. Sastanga. Saha ashtanga. Sastanga. Ashtanga, here you touch your nose, chin, chest, and knees, like that. Whole body. So, so that is the, you see such a devotee who is really repeating the name of the Lord constantly, being after initiation, Manasa Puja, that is the Manasa practice going on. You should fall at the feet of that holy man so that we can get little good quality, what he has already imbibed. Well, that's why you see Vaishnava devotees, mostly our Vedanta devotees, we can salute like that, or you can salute like that. We don't mind. But Vaishnava devotee, you will have to lay flat at the feet. You go to the Vaishnava temple, always you will find Dandavat. Even for a holy man, they go and lie flat with stretched arm. So, Radha Krishna, for which one aspires, who is also affectionately, knowing him to be a topmost devotee, whose heart is established in the particular mood of service to Sri Radha Krishna, for which one aspires, and who is also affectionately disposed towards oneself. One should honor him by offering dandavat pranama, pranipata. Gita says, pranipata. If you go to a teacher, how will you approach? Pranipateno, pariprasneno, and sevaya. Gita says, to approach a holy man, you should have to go 3 ways. Pranipateno, first you humble, say, that proves that you are a student. You are a little lower than your guru. So pranipata. Then you say pariprasna. Then put question. What question? Say that I am in the life's bondage. I want to be liberated. This is my spiritual quest. I am getting obstacles here and there. How can I get out of this? That type of question you should have to ask. Hmm? And Shiva. And then try to serve him. Serve him means the way he can give you more service back. That is the way of service. So these are pranipato, is the Bhagavad Gita's word. Making relevant inquiry, that is the second point, pariprasna, and rendering service with great love. Hmm? This verse gives instruction to Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. What does it mean? It means all favorable endeavors, such as Sravana, Kirtana, Smarana, we have read that, 9, as well as the manifestation of all the spiritual sentiments which occur beginning from the stage of bhava, which are completely devoid of all desires, separate from Sri Krishna, which are freed from the coverings of jnana, karma, and known as Sarva Rupa Siddha Bhakti. Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. It is called the Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. That means this bhakti is Siddha, means successful. This bhakti, practice of bhakti, has become successful by its own divine self, nature. In other words, all endeavors of body, mind, and words that are related to Krishna and that are performed exclusively and directly for his pleasure without any intervention are known as Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. That means if one's mind continuously, day and night, gets engaged in the thought of God, irrespective of what situation, what circumstances, mind is totally absorbed in that. That's why that person is called Sarupa Siddha. He has Siddha, he has been successful. One has been successful in practicing that bhakti, which is Sarupa, which is there spontaneously. And no other obstacle can stop that person. We should respectfully offer. What is the time? Oh, 5:33. Okay. Let me finish this paragraph. We should respectfully offer pranama to those who have accepted initiation from a qualified guru. In all ways, we should lovingly serve those who perform exclusive bhajan of Sri Krishna by manasa seva. That means repeating the mantra. Who are expert in procedure of worshipping Krishna. Asta Kaliya Lila, knowing them to be the most desirable association. The meaning of the exclusive bhajana means here is to solely devoted to the worship of Krishna in the broja. Here it says that means your God in your heart. Broja is your heart. Real physical broja is Vrindavan, and real broja is in your heart. Hriday Vrindavan. Sri Ramakrishna used to sing. Hriday Vrindavane Vas Yodi Karo He Kamalapati. Oh Lord Krishna, if you want to reside in my this Vrindavan of my heart. Exclusive is to soul devoted to the worship of Radha Krishna Braja without attachment for Lakshmi Narayan or other incarnation. That means not paying attention to anything, only Krishna and Krishna. Here you see your Ishta and your Ishta. You have all those who are initiated, you have your Ishta. You only think of day and night of him. Because if you think of him, you think of everyone. You need not have to, we say that water the root of the tree. You don't have to water every leaf, every branch and everything. So it says in Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu, that is the same author has written, that among the exclusive devotees of the many different incarnations of Bhagavan, those whose heart have been stolen by Nandanandana are the best, because even the four of the masters cannot attract their minds. Because such an exclusive devotees are forever alert to cultivate the bhakti in the company of those topmost devotees who are expert in the relishing devotional mellows. And as well being like-minded and affectionate, their hearts are always free from contaminations, such as the tendency to criticize, knowing though these topmost devotees to be the most desirable association, one should respect them mentally, offer pranama unto them, and render service to them with great love. Okay? That's why if you go to the depth of it, these practices, actually devotee's life is totally different. Devotee does not see anything but God. They don't think anything but God. Whatever they do, they think that I'm serving God. So it is no difference in the Vedanta we say, practical Vedanta. And this bhakti has no difference. One-pointedness. Vedanta says it's all Brahman. In ignorance you are seeing the human name and form. But in the garb of name and form, it is only Brahman. So here it is said only Krishna is the goal of life. What you are seeing, all else is nothing. Is it not total Vedanta? You don't pay attention even to in the heavenly gods and goddesses, he is saying. And when he say, not this, not this, not this, Vedanta is bad. And this book also criticizes many people. Gyanis, don't go to the Gyanis. Gyanis are bad people. But what you are telling, what they are telling, it is more than Gyanis, no? Just we read now, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu said, Radha Krishna Broja, even Nandan are the best, because even the favor of the master of Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, cannot attract their mind. So Krishna is the all. So if your heart should go only for Krishna and nothing else in the world, are you not saying not this, not this, not this, not this, only that? See, only it is Saguna and not is Nirguna. So people only fight for unnecessary reason. And love is necessary, renunciation is necessary. You have to discard not this, not this, not this is necessary. But here is the more emphasis. Vedanta emphasizes to see, I have to give up this because it is momentary, temporary. And Bhakta says, God is only my thing, everything is less. So you move towards God, you automatically they go back. So only difference is that. Result is the same.
Swami, if I'm peeling a potato, how do I know when I've pleased the mother?
Mother said that if you are satisfied, I have done it perfect. And we have to offer it to mother also. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Panamastu. Now our next class will be today at 7:30, where you can bring out that book, that nectar. This is also nectar. You see, this is also nectar. And the book you brought, that's also nectar. But this nectar of instructions they have given, bhakti, and that's nectar of what is supreme knowledge. So all the same. So the 7:30 will be that class. Okay.
That's like a Mayananda's class.
Satyamayananda's class today. Is it not?
Today is Suttamayana.
Satyamayananda.
Today is from
Satyamayananda. Jai Ma.
Don't forget you can schedule some.
You dropped your-
Yeah. Running over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.